I am Amanda Masaccio, the Resource Sharing Specialist at the Reaching Across Illinois Library System. After viewing this video, you will be able to request materials using the American Library Association Interlibrary Loan Form, otherwise known as the ALA-ILL form. The ALA-ILL form has been used for decades as a means of requesting materials via interlibrary loan. It has undergone many revisions, and the most recent update was in 2015. What is the American Library Association Interlibrary Loan Request Form? This form is a PDF that you are able to type in to fill in the request information to directly request materials from another library. There are two ways you can locate the American Library Association Interlibrary Loan Form. First is on the Rails website. The second is on the American Library Association website. Today I will demonstrate how to locate the American Library Association Interlibrary Loan Form on the Rails website. You go to www.railslibraries.info, click on Services, then Interlibrary Loan and Delivery, then Interlibrary Loan, and then on the right-hand side, Interlibrary Loan Resources. Here towards the bottom, you will find the ALA Interlibrary Loan Request Form. As I previously mentioned, this PDF form is fillable, so you can type right in the form. I will go over some of the fields. It is important to fill in as much information about your request as you can. Starting with the request date, that would be the date that you send the request to the supplying library. The max cost field is determined based on whether the request is in-state or out-of-state. If the request is to a library within the state of Illinois, then your delivery costs are included with Rails delivery, which is included in your Rails membership. If it's a request within the state of Illinois, generally you could put 0 for your max cost, because you would not have to necessarily pay for an interlibrary loan request. Most requests within Illinois libraries are free. If you are requesting from a library from out of state, there may be shipping costs involved. Here you would enter the most you would be willing to pay for a request. Next is the request number. This is an internal number that you would assign. Some libraries assign an identification number. Next is the need by. This would be the longest that your patron would be able to wait for the request to arrive. The next box is information for your library's address, email, and phone. The next box is the citation information for your request. If it is a loan, you would enter the title and author. For a copy, the journal, book title, article or chapter title, and author. Then the year, volume, issue, pages, ISBN, and ISSN. You also want to indicate that your request complies with these copyright guidelines and policies. You can do so by clicking these boxes. For more information on copyright, please see the other video, Copyright and Interlibrary Loan. The supplying library name and address. Here is where you would fill in the contact information for the library from which you're borrowing. The right-hand side blue box is for the supplying library only. There's a notes box for your internal notes. And if you wish to renew, you can enter the date requested and the new due date here. Tip: After sending the ALA-ILL form to the supplying library, you may wish to call their interlibrary loan department to be sure they received your request and ask if they have any questions. Calling the supplying library can facilitate receiving your patron's request more quickly. Here are both locations where I mentioned you can access the ALA-ILL form. First is the Rails website, as I demonstrated. Second is the link to the American Library Association website. If you have any questions on using the American Library Association Interlibrary Loan Form, please contact me at my information on the screen. Thank you.